Jose Carreras was a lyric tenor who rocketed to the top rank in the late 1970s, where he enjoyed a brief prime before he was tragically struck down by leukemia in the late 1980s. Rather than being a top dramatic tenor in Italian opera, he was more a lyric tenor who rapidly graduated to bigger and heavier leading roles in the spinto tenor repertoire. Spinto tenor roles are roles that can be sung by both lyric and dramatic tenors. Carreras' voice wasn't as robust and or enormous as Mario Del Monaco's and Franco Corelli's, but he could give his voice a considerable amount of penetrative power. It didn't leave as strong an aftershock as those two, but it did last long enough to impress the fans who accorded him his leading status. Where Carreras stands out is the natural beauty of his voice. As you will hear later, his singing is very pure and smooth. The sentences seem to flow naturally straight out of Carreras' mouth once he's able to force them out. His voice has the feel of dark fabric. The purity and smoothness of Carreras' singing are qualities more associated with opera singers from the lyric class. In his earlier days, the tint of his voice was more pronounced and the texture of his voice was richer. However, moving into the bigger and heavier leading roles too quickly caused that tint to fade and wore down that rich texture. Even so, whatever remained was sufficiently noteworthy to earn him a place along Pavarotti and the other fella when they teamed up to form the three tenors. When compared with Del Monaco and Corelli, Carreras is nearly decent, but this decency, when you look at it from today's standards, is still a very high standard to attain.